Ari, Ari, I'm live, okay? Okay, no. Hold that down. Um, y'all, my lives do not send out notifications anymore. Some people get them, some people don't. So, hey, um, let me exit this out and stream. Hold up and make sure. Okay, there we go. All right, boom. Now let me add this on. Um, hey, Nikki. All right. Y'all. I thought she didn't want child support. I'm trying to get caught up with this because y'all know I have not been doing CJ So Cool and Rosie content in a minute, and I'm so out of the loop. But I'm hearing that my sources are telling me that she wants child support again. And I told y'all in the first place, she always wanted child support, but she was not able to get it. She wanted to say that she did not want the child support so she could feel like she won something, in court. But she always wanted that $6,000 in child support. And they told her they was not revisiting that the first time. So here we are again. Like, girl, yeah, I think okay, so with the money situation, I feel like she getting some money because she look a little bit better. Like she don't look dirty. She look put together, but not all the way there. So it's like she's getting some type of money, but she's not getting a lot of money like she used to have with CJ. Like she's not getting thousands of dollars. She might get maybe 1,000 at the most. 2,000 at the most. I would say that. So she getting some thousands, but they ain't like that. I sure did get it. Yeah, my notifications do not go off no more, y'all, because I stopped going live. So now I gotta build it back up like I used to do. Like when I used to go live every day, everybody got the notifications. But now, being as though wait, show comments on. Yeah, I want it on the screen. All right, I figured that out. But yeah, being so that I don't go live no more, it don't show people that I'm live. All right, so let's hear what he has to say.
Sabotaging you, you can't really say I fell off. I've been getting sabotaged. The people I trusted to be my friends, the people I told all my secrets to, the people that I balled out on for years, literally paid for every and anything you can imagine for. Grown men, grown women, gifted them everything they ever wanted and needed, made sure they never had to reach in their pocket ever. I mean, millions of dollars spent trying to please these people, and it doesn't matter because they will still crab in the barrel you at the end of the day. I realized that, and I said this before, royalty wants to give up. She doesn't want the rights to the twins anymore. But in order for her to do it gracefully, she needs to take me to court one last time, which will, of course, cost me thousands of dollars. And we're not talking petty money. And that is her goal. Her goal is knowing that she has a lawyer for free and that I have a lawyer I have to pay. And her hope
Robin.
is I run out of money before this gets settled because someone advised her that it could take a long time, which it always does, it seems like. The last case was 14 months. That's a lot of payments to be made. She's trying to, if I can't have you, no one can me. That's what she's trying to do. And she's wrong because I've said this so many times and I will continuously speak this into my life and into the future. I will spend, I don't care how much money to win the rights to my kids. I will not give up on my kids. I will not. I'm sorry. And for those of you that have been confused for so long, let me clarify. I never gave up on Kamari ever. When I moved to Las Vegas, it was because I knew that I would start a career making over $50 an hour. That was a lot of money in 2013, guys. That was 12 years ago. 12 years ago, some of y'all was
And
just in school.
y'all just
So imagine young CJ So Cool without a camera making $50 an
it's
hour.
coming
That's a
up
lot.
late, y'all. I don't
That's a
know
lot.
why.
So I came here with big dreams and ambitions, and it worked too. I got straight to it. And I was sending money to Nike. Kamari, when I left, was about to turn 2 years old. When Kamari first
So for those who have been around, y'all know I'm only doing CJ so cool and royalty content when it has something to do with him going back to court and stuff like that. Once he get the kids, it ain't no reason for me to keep talking about them or dragging them or that's just overdoing it. Like I only like to talk about them when they're going through like their little child custody case or stuff like that. So this is why I'm back doing reactions on CJ So Cool. I will not be doing reactions on CJ So Cool once this case is over, but this probably will take a long time again. So we're back.
appeared on my YouTube channel, she was 4. So, what type of time period do you think I actually abandoned my child? Because it never happened. Nike is a strong woman, always has been, literally, physically and mentally, especially when it comes to her kid and her kids.
See, the fact that they keep talking about Kamari, it irritates me. Like, why? Like, I don't like that type of stuff. Why bring up another kid? Why make that kid feel like low? Oh, your dad wasn't there for you, or that's some childish. I don't like that. That's stupid stuff.
She has a family and a support system. She has a mom, she has a pawpaw, she calls him, that's her stepdad, and she has a dad. She had, rest in peace, a grandmother. She has a sister. She has a whole team,
Yeah,
a village of people
like he
that
said,
help with
he said,
the
"Come
first
on,
grandbaby.
everything."
So when Kamari was born, I'm not gonna lie, even though I was buying her a bunch of Ralph Lauren and dripping her out and making sure she always just looked so good, they didn't need any of that. They had their own little, like they would get mad sometimes because I would always buy these outfits and I would be like, no, she's wearing this on Christmas. And they would be like, but we got her something. And I'm like, oh, she can just wear that regular day. Don't even worry about it. I was that type of dad. And I've been that same person my whole life, even before I got rich. I've been that way. I was like that with my friends. They would try to do things like, oh no, this time we got you. I'd be like, nah, you know what? Keep that. You're gonna need it. I got it. And they would take that offensively. But in my head, I was just doing what was right. I knew I had the most money. I knew that even though I was giving people sauce and helping people get money, I was still getting money too. Just putting cameras on people is what I do. So if I'm filming you, you do deserve to eat the fruits of our labor because you were a part of it. Now, if you never on camera like royalty, you deserve a lot less, But I gave royalty everything as well because she was my woman. All right. The last thing I spent on royalty was $400,000 birthday in Miami. CJ on 32s was there. I rented cars for everyone. I rented the mansion for everyone. I paid for the chefs for everyone. I rented the yacht for everyone. I paid for the chefs on the yacht for everyone. We went to Mr. Jones.
Y'all, does he sound low? Okay, wait. Maybe that is.
Owns the club. I paid for the section. I paid for all the bottles. I paid for all the celebrations. We went shopping. I paid for all the clothes. Everything, right? I paid for everything for everyone. No one spent a dollar. And that was the last thing I really did majorly for royalty. So even royalty can't say that I'm not a good person. I knew we weren't going to last. We were already broken up, and then I got her back just to spend more money on her and show her like it's never going to happen again. It's never, from not me or anyone else. And putting her on private jets and designer and all that, it still never changed who she really was deep down inside. If you literally remove the clothes that I bought her and the situation that I put her in, and you put her in the clothes that she wears currently, she's the same person. She didn't change at all. So she's just being who she is, man. And I hope she sees this video because deep down inside, she knows I'm right. She doesn't want those kids because those kids are advanced. Like I said, guys, they're not like her kids. Her kids that she had or organically with Jamie, they're just typical old kids, easy to control. Like I saw a clip of Leon and Jalea doing a Q&A saying, yeah, our mom steals our phone every day and goes through it all. That's why Leon can't reach out to me. Leon Ben would have reached out to me, but his mom always checking his phone. Now, that is a kid, so I'm not going to reach out to him. First of all, I don't even know his number. But just imagine wanting to call your stepdad and say, save me, bro. That's CJ and Daya. So since your own kid wants to be saved, why would my kids be saying they want to be saved? It seems like an ongoing occurrence for you, royalty. You have kids that don't want to be your kids. And then you don't want to let them go because you assume that somehow they're going to make you rich. That is the craziest way to think about kids. Oh, they're going to make me a bag. CJ, they're going to get you paid. I'm literally arguing with her like, I don't want to have kids with you. Why do I want to start over? I have a kid. You do know that I only wanted one kid. Kamari was a handful for me. Because every time Kamari would come, I would have to deal with the drama of them not liking her and then her feeling left out. And then I'm just like, yo, this is a lot. Like, dang, I didn't know that kids came with issues. And her issue was the other kids didn't like her and royalty didn't like her. And I had to somehow figure it out. So Kamari was already a lot. Then she added 2 more kids to the pot. That definitely blew me. If you see the videos of me kicking royalty out and her cussing me out and her kids there yelling at me and all that, you can see the twins are just walking back and forth. They don't even care. They like, yo, they're used to this. We don't know what's new.
Yeah, like her reasoning for having a baby or having him pay for the kids was you'll be back up on YouTube, and she know that that's really all he wants. Y'all excuse the noise in the background. My baby man, he can't come out here with me, but she basically told him, yeah, you'll be back popping on YouTube. And y'all know how CJ is about YouTube. That's all he wants. So that's the reason why the kids were created. That's what she told him.
Like, there's no reason to stop and look at dad or mom. They were babies, of course. They were literally wearing Pampers. But in that video, you can tell that them being used to that means that them being in our lives added a lot more pressure than we already didn't have. We didn't need that pressure. Absolutely. We already had the pressure of staying successful on YouTube. Our views had started to drop and decline. Of course, I was doing crazy videos, so they would climb up every time I did something crazy, like buy a kid a car or throw an extravagant birthday party. The views went crazy, millions of views. I'm not going to deny that. But there were days where we would be like, well, I would be like, because I was the only one that cared. There were days where I would be like, bro, we only got 600,000 views, bro. What the freak? I don't think they like us anymore, bro. We got to throw a party now, which is dumb. It's like, my life had to be a party just to please the viewers, because everything else was like bland. They was like, that's less bland. I'm not watching that. And I had to make it over the top every time. It's still extravagant, and it's like so crazy to have to invest money to make money. But it's the truth. You have to do that no matter what. You have to invest to make. My thing is, me and royalty had to be over anyway. But when we had the kids, it definitely had to be over, because living in that house, watching all of her kids and her mom not help when it came to the twins really put extra stress on me. And I love the twins so much that even though I had just had back surgery, I'm still playing with them all day.
Y'all remember that? Now, the videos we used to see, she did have the twins and the mom had the twins. But y'all remember when he had just had back surgery, she left them damn twins in there with him and she went to the store. Like, what? Why would you do that? If he just had surgery, I'm not leaving my babies with him. She could barely get up. If my babies are in harm, what is he going to do? No.
I'm still buying them every toy that Amazon has, the trains, the roller coasters, you name it. I was making sure these kids had it, right? And then I was making sure D-Lo built it. And then I was making sure I played with them on it. And these were the things that were natural to me because I had already been used to doing stuff for kids anyway. The thing that was unnatural to me was hearing all the baby videos on TV. It was like, okay, something's different in my life. I don't like it either. It was the freaking videos, man. I'm not going to lie. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Yes, I am. Shut the freak up. And then Baby Shark. Baby Shark is a, bro, that is a demonic ass song if I ever heard it. Baby Shark. Now my kids hate that sound. I literally tried to play it over the overhead speakers. They said, Dad, cut that off. We don't listen to that baby song. But I had to listen to it for 10 million times. Crazy, right? So going through the pressure of having two mouths to feed extra, two people that you invented and brought into earth, literally, that's a lot. Like, we're black. I brought two black human beings into earth. Do you even know the pressure that has on a man, on me, knowing that I have a son? And police be trigger happy? Oh, my God. Not even only do the police be trigger happy, gangs be happy to recruit. Jails be happy to lock you up. It's too many things.
And y'all know, I told y'all this before, he did not saying he didn't want Dia, but he really just wanted a boy from her. She wanted to have a girl and a boy, and I told y'all I feel like that's to be, have one up on Nike, because Nike already had his daughter. So she was like, okay. Well, CJ was like, okay, I just want a son. She wanted to have the twins because she was saying that the doctor said that it was a possibility that one could, pass or whatever. So that's the reason why it was two. But of course they made it. She knew that. She knew what she was doing.
And this earth that made me not want to keep recreating because it's like, yeah, it's not good out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could stop having babies, I would. All right? Because I'm not trying to bring them into this pain. I remember saying a million times to my great grandma when she would snap on me, is I'll be like, I ain't asked to be born. So look, you whooping me for no reason. You need it with my mama ass. Because that's how I really thought when I was a kid. So I still think the same way. We are the kids that we were. And I always used to talk back and just be mean and be rude and want the last word. I was just, but I was militant. You could tell me to do 1,000 push-ups or sit down there and hold a plank for 2 hours, and I would listen to you, but I would still get the last word. But I would do what you told me to do, the punishment. That's the type of kid that I was. Kamari's the same way. You guys think Kamari is bad, but Kamari isn't. When we don't have those cameras rolling, I run the show. When the cameras are rolling, I still run the show. I'm the one coaching my older.
A lot of people don't understand. Well, I feel like a lot of people do understand that, but because it's Kamari and because that's Nike's daughter, they don't like her, and so they poke and poke and poke. Um, and my thing is, they kids. Like, how you dislike kids? Especially if you fans, like if fans are watching them, how could you dislike a child? Whether it's whoever child. I wish I would be like, oh, I don't like Charlene kids. Like, I don't know them. Shit, I don't know them. I don't like her. I don't like her ways, but I can't say I dislike her. I don't know her. I just dislike her ways. I feel like she is, her agenda for the day is to take down CJ. That's every day. Like, oh, she wake up just to take down CJ. My thing is with this, like this, the CJ on 32 thing. When I seen that CJ was with his baby mama, I said, watch, Charlene is gonna be in the mix. And sure enough, here she come. It's like, why involve yourself with things that have something to do with CJ So Cool if you're not still upset or bitter or whatever? You have a task for the day, and that is to take down your baby daddy any way possible. You got up here and said, I didn't want the child support. Remember that. No, you wanted the child support. They told you in court, please don't, we're not revisiting that, so we're gonna move on from that. You lost the first time, so here you are again trying to get it again. She wasn't satisfied, she was hurt. People was like, oh, you lost. And she was like, guys, stop with the I lost. Remember, I didn't want, no, she lost. And here she is again. How ironic is it that it's the same number, 6,000? Because Lexi came back in the picture. That's why, yes, they hate Lexi. They hate Lexi for real. Y'all see how they was talking about Lexi? I had did a reaction on Tata and Charlene video. I was so annoyed. I just said I ain't doing it. I said no, I'm not gonna do it because it's just like, why are y'all? Why are y'all constantly talking about him? Like y'all centering yourself around CJ So Cool. If I don't like him, if I'm not worried about him, he'll be the least of my worries. I would let him talk. I would just let him talk. I would not care.
Her daughter to act and say things bad to me. Come on, cuss me out real quick. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. Dad, I don't want to. Just do it for me, please, baby girl. It's gonna be so funny. That's the only coaching I do around, and it's hard. I'm not really a good coach. When it came to Leon, Jalea, and Nation, they were so simple-minded. It was very easy to say, let's do this video, guys, please. I swear to you guys, it is going to be so fun. And it was always fun, and they actually did like it, and they won money. It was just a good thing. But when it comes to Kamari, man, she is way more advanced. She needs something in return, up front. Come on, let's do these videos real quick on TikTok. You gonna give me the keys to that Maybach? It's like, what the freak? That's CJ and Dad. That's what I mean when I say advanced. When I say advanced, I don't mean they can do Morse code and all that. And I'm not saying that's hard. That's just a random thing I thought of. I don't know why. But what I'm saying is they're not quiet and mellow. CJ appears to be quiet on camera, but he's not. He asks the most questions I've ever heard. It's literally, this is another thing that drove me nuts. I've never been I've been in a family with twins. I don't remember ever seeing twins when I grew up either. It was just something really rare. And being a young adult that's lit, that's got 6 chains on, 6 bracelets, 4 rings, and a bust down watch and designer, having kids doesn't even sound like something you want to do. It sounds like, nah, I want to keep getting the money, and then I'll have kids like later down the line when I'm ready to settle down. I wasn't ready to settle down. The kids made me settle down. I didn't settle down with royalty. I settled down with them. It was always, oh no, I can't do that. I got my kids like every time. So what did I do? I fed, played, let them sleep, played the game all day. That's what I did. I started to change my pattern. I went from doing great to doing very stagnant and just making sure the kids was okay. Y'all want to have fun? Come on, let's play. And then it was just more like that. Even the comments would say, bro, we tired of the kid baby videos, bro. I wasn't even talking the same. I was on camera like, goo goo gaga, goo goo gaga. Like, no one really liked that. That was a crazy phase for me because y'all had already saw the kids grow up. So it was like hitting reset. And then the older kids.
I didn't like the videos with just solely the kids, like the twins. I didn't like that. It was boring.
I still had to do videos with them. And then you could just hear in the background, daddy, daddy, daddy. It's still the same way. Yeah. Still the same way. And
well, I'm sure
what can I say? It's already done. What's done is done. I'm not here complaining by any means. I'm just here telling it how it is, as I always do, man. No matter who likes it, I always tell it how it is. My kids want to live with me. They want to live with me permanently. And even though I never fought for primary custody, I am willing to do that now, and I am going to do that now. All I wanted to do was enroll them in school. I didn't want to take her rights. I didn't want to take the kids from her. I just want them to go to school for many reasons. First reason, so they can learn. Second reason, so they can get friends. Third reason, it's a free daycare.
Yeah, Head Start is. Yeah, they will be going to Head Start. That's free. Like, what's the problem? My thing is this. Well, I don't know, not for all parents, because they just gave me a hell of a time. But I don't understand that. What baby mama would get upset for putting the babies in school? Should I be like, go ahead. It's on your watch. You taking them, you picking them up. And hell, I would want to pick them up. I would want to take them. In fact, I would be like, hey, CJ, could, I go and see how the school is. I would like to, see what classroom they're in. Yeah, I would be excited. Like, what? Your baby daddy is doing all the work. He putting them in school. He doing, what? Girl, you're crazy. I would love that. You're crazy.
And that's mainly for royalty, because I was paying $2,300 a month for daycare, and it was advanced daycare at that. Fourth reason, because they learn different skills, social skills. They learn how to friend people. They learn how to befriend people. They learn how to say no to drugs. They learn a whole bunch of things. Sports. Like, there's so many reasons why I want them to go to school. Mainly because I don't want them to be held back. They have to go to school eventually. What's the point of starting late? My kids aren't Down syndrome babies. They don't need to start late. They're not going to slow classes. They need to be going to advanced classes. And most of the time, when those advanced kids graduate, they be 13, 14 years old, graduating, going to college at 14, 15 years old. I wanted that same thing for my kids. Why not? But now they already missed the most important year one. Crazy, man. Talking about start when they 7. 7? Nah, they'll start when you go to jail. That's where you going, royalty. You're going to jail.
7? They supposed to be at school like at 5. 5 or 6. I think it's 5 though. Like, what? 7 is crazy. Shit, they should be going to the first grade.
You're an OnlyFans model. You're a Passes model. You're an in real life escort.
And which is crazy. Not anything. Like I said, get it how you live it, whatever. I don't care. But a lot of OnlyFans models are a certain age limit. Like, it's a certain age for that. Royalty is a mom. Like, it's crazy that she is doing it, but hey, get it how you live it.
You are owned by a pimp who claims you on camera, and you let him say it, that he has a wife, a girlfriend, a baby mama, you, and another girl. You let him say that. You didn't prep him and say, hey, yo, this might end up in court one day. You just sat there and laughed and smoked your vape pen looking crazy. Hey, but it already been out, because I've been told everybody that you was this. No one should be shocked and surprised when they see you doing these activities. But just in case anyone wants to say it didn't happen, I always make sure to post it on my Snapchat. Anyway, royalty, I've already said so many times you failed yourself and you failed your kids, but now you're failing your fans too, because once you do lose the rights to the kids, royalty, which you will do, Charlene, once Charlene loses her rights to the kids, she's going to try to make me out to be the bad guy, as she always does. As soon as this case ends and they say, Cordero Brady, you have primary custody of your kids, you can decide where they go to school at. You can decide who's the dentist going to be.
Okay, so he is going for full custody. She's going for full custody. They're not going to give, I just to be like 100%. Like I don't think they're gonna give either one of them full custody. They're gonna keep it how it is because the courts they're looking. Well, I don't know because she does do crazy stuff like throwing a damn blunt and the baby pick it up, like almost pick it up. But it's crazy. Like I don't know, but I really believe that neither one of them will get full custody because, and of course, they're trying to keep it like 50-50. They want for the dad to get the baby. They want for the mom to have the baby. They don't want to take the babies. They don't want to. As much as people be like, "Oh, they're just looking to take the kids," they don't want to take the kids. They don't.
You can decide if they're going to go see their mother. When they say that, she's gonna be like, "See y'all, he took my kids from me." She's gonna be crying, fake crying, and all that. You know how they put their makeup on, sit in front of the camera, and fake cry. Yeah, that's how they're good at. They're good at that. I gotta give it to them. Really good at that. But she's gonna do that, and I want someone to clip this and show and say, "He said this was gonna happen," because I already know this was gonna happen. She always does what she thinks is best to do. Like she thought it was best to start those allegations. She said, "You know what? Damn it. We didn't beat him in court. We didn't get child support. What are we gonna do? And he has 50% rights over my kid, Mom. What are we going to do?"
Yep.
And then the mom said, "Nation, I think you should say that such and such touch such and such." And then according to Jaleek's message for it said he wasn't planning to live up to it and said, "Plus he just thinks he's man anyway. I'm gonna ruin it for you, Mom." And they got together on their lot. That is the most craziest thing ever. But if you're thinking like a woman, that is the most obvious thing to do. It's crazy because I'm a man. I'm like, I can't believe you did that, bro. I can't believe you just made this girl lie on me like that, knowing that she was not true. But to a woman that's down bad, that's the first thing they gonna do. Why not? It's just another black man in his career. Forget him, man. Most black mans are deadbeat anyway.
Didn't I tell y'all that? I said when we was going live every day about this, I said, she's looking for ways to take CJ down. She is. And I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I just don't understand it. Now it just goes away like it never happened. Like, so now, what's the next thing? Okay, that didn't work. So now let me take him back and forth to court so he can lose his money. This is wicked. This is crazy. Everything that, everything that we have named that she was going to do, she's doing. She's doing. But see, the issue is OC, she's not entertaining. She does not want to get up in front of the camera because she's not entertaining. And he's entertaining, but with them together, everybody was used to seeing them together, so that's what took him down. Everybody was used to seeing the family channel. Everybody was used to him like surprising the kids with a car, having parties. People like to see that. So when they split, it's like people went over here, people went over there. CJ helps Nike because she helps herself. She doesn't think it make her money. Charlene just wants to do facts. Those ladies think that. Yep. It's like task force every day. Hey, what is the agenda for today? Let's take down CJ so cool. Those podcasts she be on. Those podcasts she be on. I never watched them. I haven't seen none of them. Whose podcast was she even on? Her ego is what told her to say, I no longer wanted child support. Remember, I'm really gonna go back to them videos because I didn't want child support, guys. I didn't lose anything. Remember, da da da. I no longer want, but it's the same number that you was going for in the first place. You said you wanted 6,000. Now here you are with 6,000 again. You wanted that child support. You wanted it because you felt like, okay, Nike get child support at first, and then she figured, okay, but I got two kids. I don't have one. So I'm going to get way more. That's what's going on in her brain. And everybody was like that Nike was dumb for taking him off for child support. But either way, CJ still, doing his part. I think what you call it? Oh, we don't speak on that. I don't even know who that is.
Anyway, make him a deadbeat. Who cares that he wants to be in his kid's life? Take that from him. That's what she tried to do. That didn't work. Now she's trying to fight me in court. The dumbest ideas ever. I'm telling you, she does what's obvious, but she doesn't think first. Because even though it's obviously the next move you're supposed to make, it's like we're playing chess here. She's still playing checkers, trying to make basic jumps while I'm doing all different kinds of maneuvers. I'm using my knight to hit the L on her right now. She doesn't even know what that means. Now, I'm not even trying to make royalty out to be the bad person. I'm just telling how it is. I'm keeping it real. Everything I say can be verified. I always keep it a buck, no matter what. Even when I'm talking about myself. Imagine a YouTuber like me, 9 million subscribers, made a video and said, guys, I messed up. I got scammed by 2 different people for almost $1 million in total in one day. So imagine spending $1 million in one day, but getting absolutely nothing but some hopes. Like, I hope this works. And it didn't. That's what I did. And I'm not talking about when I gave D-Lo 100,000 and he blew that in 2 days on Robinhood. I'm not talking about that. That's crazy. The app is called Robinhood, and they literally robbed the hood. All I try to do is be an investor. I've always tried to put money into good things and try to recreate money. So I don't want anyone to believe that Citizen Cool is just this imbecile. I'm not. I actually tried my hardest, all right? But I can't account for all the people on this earth that want to scam people and get over on nice people like me. I just so happen to be one of the most genuine, nicest human beings you could ever meet. You could be yelling in my face right now, calling me out my name. I'm not going to hit you. Now, if you touch me, I'm going to break your jaw. I'm just saying, that's how nice I am. There's some black people that you give them the opportunity, and the nigga moment is all they've been waiting to have. I'm not that type of person, which it makes me a good person, basically. Imagine not taking advantage of every nigga moment that I could when I've earned the right to be a nigga anyway. I'm black. I grew up in hell, and I made it out, and then I became successful. I deserve 1,000 nigga moments, and yet I'm still sitting here free and innocent because after that last nigga moment I had when I put my gun on that white dude, I learned my lesson. And the lesson was, get your license. That's why I got in trouble. And I didn't even get in trouble for that. Actually, you know why I didn't get in trouble? It was self-defense. They went back and watched the cameras, and they saw him come up on me talking that talk. You start doing this to me, that's the same as touching me, basically. So I got to admit, you can cuss me out, but you start doing this to my face, then we're going to have a problem. So I learned my lesson. I got my CCW, my concealed carry weapons license. Now I can hide it or I can show it. I can do whatever I want. I've always learned my lesson. Same with getting scammed. You think I'm ever going to put $1 million into a human's hands? Never. That was the last time I'm ever doing that. Y'all probably wondering, what did you waste that much money? I tried to invest in a Burna Boy show. He was supposed to do a show in South Africa in Johannesburg. He's always sold out of his shows, so it sounded like a for sure deal. All I had to do was invest in cash. I didn't have to meet him. I didn't have to promote him. I didn't have to do anything. He actually promoted it on his Twitter. I verified it myself. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, this is really happening. Oh my God, I'm going to turn this into so much money. Oh my God. And I was just sitting down playing the game, waiting on this miracle to happen. And then it didn't. And it didn't because some human being error. A human being decided he was going to steal money out of the tickets before the tickets was supposed to be released to the investors. And he didn't even invest anything anyway. He just had access. He stole some money, probably $250,000. I don't even know how much he actually stole. And Ticketmaster kicked us all out, basically. So the show was canceled. Burna Boy's first canceled show. Oh my God. See, this cool was connected to it. You didn't even know that. Yeah. So I've always tried to do what's best for my family. And you can't ever say that you've made 100% accuracy when it comes to deals. No one can say that. I mean, Donald Trump maybe, but like, you got to take an L if you're in the game of trying to win. I be trying to win, man. Sometimes I win big, sometimes I win small, sometimes I lose, sometimes I get a push. But it doesn't matter. That's me. So Royalty wants to play. She wants to take me to court. I'm going to take her to court. She wants to win. I'm going to win. She wants to get child support. I'm going to ask her for child support. Since according to Say Cheese, she makes $30,000 a freaking day. Do the math, bruh. Do the math. Shorty is rich. She making like $930,000.
Yeah, but that's not going to stand up in court because they're going to want to see receipts for that. They want to see how much she make. They want to see how much he make. But see, the difference between him is separate because CJ Sopool and Cordero is 2 different people. With her, I don't know if she has her like that. Like Charlene and Royalty are 2 different people. I don't know. But they're going to want to see that. She could tell us anything. And of course, you can't go for that. Like, they're going to want to see how much she really makes. And I doubt if she makes that much. Honestly.
$1 a month. She's a millionaire. She needs to stop giving it to that pimp and give it to me, because I'm coming for all of it. And I'm gonna make her pay my lawyer fees when she's done. That means I'm getting a refund, because this is a waste of money. Why am I going to court after I already went to court?
Yeah.
Why am I going to court after I already won in court? Why am I going to court after this lady didn't put out allegations on me that she didn't even put out in court because it didn't exist? We went to court for a whole year plus, and she never said no lying boo.
But what he's not saying is that the first time she lost, it's all about her winning. That's it. Like, that's all she cares about. Again, it's a competition. She's looking like, okay, the first time I didn't have so much money, I got a little bit of money now. I'm going to take him back to court and get what I want. Y'all got to look at it like that. The first time she didn't get the results that she wanted, and everybody was like, you lost. So here she comes back. Revenge. You know, it's a revenge thing for her. She wants to win. She want, like, everything is, let's take CJ So Cool down. You went to court. You lost the court case. You didn't get what you wanted. You came back. You said your daughter was touched. The internet did not give you what you wanted. Here you are again. So that's just what it is.
And then she want to make it up. Then I beat that. Now she want to go back to court. You know.
And here's my thing with CJ. He continues. I understand he's trolling. I don't care about the trolling thing. It's just like, come on, troll with somebody else, not her. Because I know he haven't been doing it in a while now, but it got draining. Like, it was annoying. But he's still talking about her. I just don't understand that. I don't get it. Why you keep talking about her? Stop talking about her.
I'm finna go right to court like, Judge, this is the same lady that tried to have me arrested. Now she wants me to pay her money? Your Honor, she's crazy. I think the drugs that her pimp's giving her has her out of her body, because right now she's talking real loud. And then Your Honor's gonna...
Monica, look, I think that's the thing. She probably could get a better lawyer now, so now she's like, let's go back to court. You know, before she wasn't able to afford, you know, the lawyers, even though she's the person that wanted to go to court. She wasn't able to afford it. So now she felt like, okay, I can afford it. But see, God don't bless no mess. I tell y'all that every time. God don't bless no mess. You know, again, we're going to see the outcome of this. Like, come on now.
Say, you're right. You got to pay him. And I'm going to be like, I don't even want the money, Your Honor. I'm just going to give it straight to my kids. So I have it structured so that it goes straight into their bank account. I don't need child support. She wants child support, but she don't even need child support. It's just an extra win for her. She wants a win to give to her pimp and say, look, I got this to give to you. And he's supposed to do what? Pat you on the head. Good girl, good little girl. You so dumb. Out of all the...
It has nothing to do with a pimp. It has everything to do with her supporters, the internet. You know, she wants that win so bad because she's been taking L after L after L. And really, that's on her. That's solely on her, because the way she's moving, it's just like, come on, man. Y'all could have kept it the way that it is, because when y'all go to court, they're going to keep it the way that it is. Nobody is getting full custody. I guarantee y'all that. I'm going to come back to this video. I'm going to say I told y'all. I'm not y'all, but just in general. Like, nobody's getting full custody. Nobody. Collected evidence for what? Like, people were saying that she was trying to collect evidence on him, or it's no evidence. They don't care. He's been pulling out a pow pow or whatever. I don't know. Oh, that was back when, but I thought they were going to court when that happened. That was a while ago. I thought they were in court while that was happening. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, she's talking about that time when he said he was bringing Nike and she bought somebody and he pulled out the pow. Like, and then again, when he was like, when was that? When Jalea was like, do it. That's when they try to fight Kamari.
Things you've done, you've only done the dumbest things. Leaving CJ So Cool was the dumbest thing you ever did in your life, first of all. Going to Funny Mike's house was the worst thing you ever done. He don't even mess with you in real life. Have you been back since?
Nope.
Like, out of all the things I done seen from him, like, he all over the internet streaming everything. Why he didn't bring you back? Because you're a waste. You literally went to Funny Mike house and didn't even make video content. Only he did. He was trending. You wasn't. That's the type of human she is, man. She doesn't think.
Nope. Everything to get back at CJ So Cool. Funny Mike did what he was supposed to do. After that, he has not dealt with you since, so you know you was just a prop in the game, a pawn. That's it. That's it. Okay, this your woman. I'm about to take your woman. I'm about to show her a good time. We about to have some fun, and I'm gonna send her back to you, type shit. You know, I just don't understand why she don't understand that shit. You came back to one prom. After that, it was a done deal. Done. You didn't go to streamers prom. You did like I just don't get her. Like again, everything is centered around CJ So Cool. If you're truly happy in that piece, you would anything that has something to do with him, I would be like, no, thank you, I'm good. CJ on 32s. He's trying to diss CJ So Cool. He has a song playing talking about these hoes ain't loyal with you in it. But because you're trying to get back at your baby daddy, you don't give a damn.
I'm telling you, her frontal lobe never developed because she was smoking weed at a young age. Now she's just literally like brain fart only. Damn, man. And I had kids with her because I'm dumb too. I gotta give it to you, man. You really tricked me this time, Charlene. You got me in a situation where I can never get rid of your name. You were supposed to.
CJ, hold yourself accountable, please. Stop blaming her for your dumb mistakes because that was definitely a dumb one. You watched what she did to Jamie, and then you turn around, you have kids with her as if she was going to do something differently with you. In fact, Jamie ain't got no money. You got money, so she gonna do you worse.
The been an afterthought. I already covered your face up. The tattoo is gone. Anything that I've had when I got with you, I've gave it away or sold it. All I have is what I have, and what I have did not come when I was around you. So you need to just leave me alone. After this, I want it to be over with and done. There should be no more lies you can make up. I don't want you to come out and say, "Oh yeah, he shot my grandmother that died, even though she don't got no damn bullet wounds." Like I don't want you to come up with another lie in your fantasy world that you live in. I just want you to end it and say, "You know what? I lost every time. I'm done messing with this man. He is him." Say that to yourself. Don't even make a video. I don't want an apology. I don't want anything from you. I just want you to leave me alone so I can have peace. Honestly, I'm tired of telling my kids, I'm going to take mom to court. I don't want to talk like that, bro. I want to talk about winning. And even though I am going to win in court, I don't want to go to court. When I go to court, I don't know if this is normal or not, but I start sweating under my armpits. Like weird. I don't like that feeling. There's no other feeling in the world than going inside the courthouse not knowing what's going to happen because it's court. Somebody might shoot up in that thing. You never know. Like they might wrongfully accuse somebody like, hey, there go him right there with the dreads. Like, bro, I'm not trying to be in there, bro. It's all crackheads in court, mainly anyway. I'm not trying to be around that energy, bro. It's cold in there. You got to wake up early. Everything start late. She be not even there. She be on video call. It's like, oh my God, bro. What did why did I do this to myself? I'm telling y'all, bro, I could have had my same twins with any woman. They would have came out exactly the same because they came from me. But I got finessed, man. I paid $40,000.
Nigga, you ain't getting finesse. Stop that shit. I hate when he say that. I'm still your kids. It is what it is. I just feel like she don't bother Jamie. She does not bother Jamie, and that's why because Jamie don't got money. Jamie ain't got no bread, you know. So it's just like shit. I already got the kids, but I don't need nothing from him. I'ma get it from CJ. She want the 6,000 so she can take care of the other kids with the twins' money. Like, girl, listen, stop.
To make sure I was going to have the worst baby mama ever. I literally bought my baby mama like a slave owner, like 40,000 for the dumbest nigga you can find. Like, come on, man. With that kind of money, I could have had a baby with damn Beyonce's sister or something. Come on. Imagine if I would have did that with Lexi. If I took Lexi to that same place with 40,000 and had my kids through Lexi, they would have been so good. And not only would they been so good, I would have been good because her mom would have been present. She would have been present. We all would have been in our right minds. No one would have been starving my kids. No one would have been making my kids wear skinny underwear. No one would be making my kids' feet bleed because their shoes are 3 sizes too small. No one would be starving my kids, feeding them nothing but honey buns. No one would be pointlessly taking my kids back and forth to Texas with no real life. Who wants to travel on a plane to Texas every week? Nobody. Because what is in it? No, I'm not trying to diss Texas. I love Texas. It's actually the third most viewed state I have on my platform. But I really got to ask, who wants to go from Vegas to Texas, from Texas to Vegas, from Vegas to Texas, from Texas to Vegas every single month of their life? There's no need.
Yeah.
She don't own property out there. She don't even rent property out there. She going from Airbnb to Airbnb. These Airbnbs cost anywhere from $150 a night, probably to $250 a night. I don't know how she's mustering up that money because that's expensive. That's an expensive lifestyle, actually. But when your credit is messed up, and you have a bankruptcy on your credit, and then you have an eviction on your credit, it's very hard to rent anything. You can't just rent a house and be structured and say, okay, I'm going to pay $8,000 a month. That's it. Her shit's so messed up, like you can't even stay in an Airbnb for longer than 30 days. So even if she do find a good cheat one, she in and out anyway in a month. That's not any real stability. No judge is going to say, yeah, you know what? Them kids supposed to be with you, not with him.
Yeah, and they're gonna look at her. This is the dumbest shit ever. But see, this again, she's not thinking. She's thinking about a win, and that's it. Oh, I got a little bit more money now, so I'm gonna go back to court and try to get what I want. It's not gonna happen. You're wasting your money. They're gonna keep everything as what it is, and that's just that. Like, if things have been working out the way that it is, why would I change it? That's what the judge is gonna say.
I'm good where I'm at. I don't care who talk about where I live. I live in a good neighborhood. My neighbor is rich. All Mercedes in front of his house, about 6 Mercedes in front of his house. We living good over here. Every neighbor I got 3 acres of land. Like, I don't know who confused anybody with this internet clickbait stuff, but honest to God, this is the best house I had in a long time, and I'm very happy and proud about it too. My kids love it. I love it. Lexi love it. Ace love it. Kamari begging to come back. This is the best situation I've been in and the best feeling I've had in a long time. So
I'm crying.
even though I have to go to court, which is ruining my vibe, I know that I'm going to go in there and win gracefully because there is no other way for it to be. This is what's meant, guys. These kids are coming into my life to show me that I'm a great dad no matter what happened to me. I didn't have a dad, but it doesn't mean that I don't have the same capabilities of a good dad out there that was raised by another good dad. You know, there's always the kid that was raised by his father that's going to be a good father because he learned it from his dad. But then there's always the kid that didn't have a dad that said to himself, I would never do my kids like that. That's me. I didn't have no structure from no other man, no father in my life, and I still turned out to be a great father. Do I make mistakes? Do my kids make mistakes? Are we human? Do you bleed red or green? Let me know right now because ain't nobody watching this perfect. You might be lying to yourself and saying you is or your kids are the best kids on earth and all.
I don't think it'll be dragged out because I don't know. She's going for full custody. So I don't know. I don't think it will be as long as the first one because they're gonna look at it like y'all already got a case and it's 50-50, so why am I gonna change it? So I doubt if it's drawn long and drawn out. I doubt it. And then she's going for child support. The judge probably look at it like, well, why didn't you get it the first time? So things are already set in stone. It's going to be easy for the judge to just be like, I'm looking at it. I see what's going on. What has changed that you need child support? And if nothing has changed, the fact that she's stating that she's actually getting more money now, they're not going to give it to her. If they didn't give it to you when you had nothing and you got money now, then what makes you think they're going to give it? I don't know.
All that, I'm proud of you, but that don't make you perfect. It's something that you didn't did that will take that perfect P right from you. So I want you guys to pray for me because I'm going through a lot. Court is very stressful for me, and I just hope that it doesn't take me from content. I hope that all my content doesn't turn into court videos again. That is what killed me. That drained me, doing nothing but talking about court.
I get it, but most people want to see stuff like that because people are actually going through stuff like that. And people like relatable things. And I don't think he understands that. Like all of that, like rich and flashy and fudging and all, like nobody likes that because a lot of people don't have it like that. People like relatable things. So okay, you're going to court now. That's what people want to see. Okay, you back and forth at court. You telling people, hey, what's going on? I don't know if y'all seen the boy Cortez. Cortez every day, well, not every day, but damn, every other day for his baby mama. He just got his custody. People like that because it's relatable. Oh, you going to court? Oh, I gotta go. Dads are out here that have to go to court for their children, or going to court for their children. So people want to see that. People don't want to see no you um going in and doing all this extra shit because people don't have it like that.
Court. No one wants to talk about court unless we on basketball field. I didn't call it field. I don't want to say the word court anymore. I'm telling you. But I just need you guys in the comment section to rally behind me because I read the comments and I like to see the other adults that think like, okay, CJ, out of all the trolling you do, this you right on this, bro. I like to see that. It makes me feel good. And yeah, we gonna win this. I might start a petition. Somebody start a petition for me, please. I know there's someone watching that's smart enough to start a petition. Send it to me through text. Y'all got my number anyway. Y'all text me all day. Text me all day long. 702-908-5562. Go ahead and text me. Text me the link to the um I forgot what I just called it that fast. Send it to me. I'm gonna repost it. We're gonna get them signatures. That's all we need is the signatures for the petition. So once the petition is signed, I'm gonna just show that to my lawyers, show the judge, like, look, I know this is petty, probably don't matter, but I'm not the only one that feels like these kids will be worse with her than they would be with me. I'm not saying that they will be.
Either way, don't waste your time because at the end of the day, that's not going to matter. The judge is going to keep it the way that it is unless you have something on her or vice versa. Him pulling out the whatever, that's not going to work. Clearly, you took pictures in the courthouse and said he tried to off himself. That did not work. It did nothing that you are. These people be crazy. Like, what the hell are you thinking? I don't get it. I just don't.
Perfect with me, but they will be perfect with me, especially compared to her. Sometimes when I remind myself to stop comparing myself to her because she is very, very like small. Her brain is small, so her actions are all small, and she's just real drama, petty, dirty, grimy,
Yes.
pimp owned, passed around. Like no one with a kid, no one with a daughter, no one with 3 daughters should be talking to a pimp. What do you think your pimp is going to do with your daughters? He's going to groom them into being just like you. I don't want that for any of our kids, yours or.
She's most definitely in competition. I've said that from day one since I started doing content on them. She's in competition. It's a competition. She wants that W. She wants that win. She hasn't got it yet, so here she is going back to court. And she's trying to get it again. Like I said, if you're at peace, if you feel like you're over him, if you're not bitter, you're not mad because her life revolves around CJ so cool and this sickening, and I get tired of him as well talking about her. It's like if y'all so done with each other, be done with each other. Why keep speaking on her, and why keep doing stuff to that revolves around his name? CJ on 32's used you to get back at him, even though you say it's for a promo. I wouldn't be doing no promo like that to get back at him because at the end of the day, it's just like Charlene, what? You of all people, girl, you have been in everything when it comes to CJ. At this point, it's old. Like you get back at CJ, it's so old and draining. It just is, and I just can't see how people just constantly deal. Like I can't watch that all the time. I can't listen to that all the time. It's so negative. It really is. That's why I stopped doing content on it because I felt like, okay, he got his kids now. I'm done. Like that's really why I was going live every day. That's all we was talking about is him getting his kids, and he got them. So I was like, it's done. But now here we are again, going back to court. He got to go back to court. Took Leon Polo shirts back, trying to front for the camera. Wait, what? What happened? Y'all catch everything. What happened? Who took the polo shirts back? Oh, she bought him some polo shirts, and y'all saying she took them back. But y'all know polo not expensive. Polo not that expensive, y'all. I used to buy polo for my kids all the time. It's old to me. It's old shit. I only buy that when they going some like if they going somewhere that they gotta dress up, buy my son a polo shirt and just buy him a pair of pants. Like I don't know. Crazy part is none of them collab she used but everything that has something to do with her is just like blah. You know, because I feel like she's not made for YouTube. Like she's not made for entertaining. She's just I don't know. She's just too petty. Grind like he said, petty and grimy, like everything has to do with, trying to get back at him. Like it's just she spent 400 on those shirts. How much? 400 a piece for one shirt? Carnation usually hold the shirts a couple of times and then the shirts vanish. Vanish like van. Y'all stupid. Y'all so stupid. Charlene was watching that price. Charlene is obsessed with CJ. Yeah, and he acts like he obsessed with her too. Stop goddamn talking about her. Shit. No, they not expensive. I can show y'all my kids stuff. Um, I feel like Polo just another like it's another brand. Shit. It ain't nothing expensive about Polo. Shit, I back in the day, like in what I'm gonna say 2011. That's really when it was popping. Shit, we used to wear the polo boots, polo shirts, polo cardigans, polo socks. Everything was polo. They not expensive. That's not really expensive, y'all. That's not expensive. Versus what they was used to like wearing. They would wear polo, but CJ would be buying Gucci and Prada and stuff like that. So, you'll see Charlene trying to wear Prada. Facts. I feel like if you're doing content like Funny Mike, instead of trying to get like a aha moment, my babies are always fighting. The goddamn 2 and 3 year old, they fight all day long. That shit is annoying. Um, I feel like if you was gonna do content with Funny Mike, I feel like I guess because she did it on her channel, like she put videos on her channel as well. She felt like she wasn't gonna get no money out of it. But I would have said, hey, you're trying to get back at my baby daddy. You got to go into things on a business mindset. Like, hey, if I come and do a video with you, I would want this, I want that. I'm not just coming to be petty. You know, for him, shit, I got a profit too. She be wearing Prada. Y'all stupid. Shit, I don't know. I don't even be paying attention to her. Um, when was the thing? Yes, that was like in 2011. Yes, that was 2011. She said she should go. Yeah, if she made them, make another one. But we already know that's not a fact because again, we already did said what we said last time when we was like, she got the kids now. If you are saying that your kids made CJ, then they should make you as well. And that's not the case. Now, everybody plays a part. Her kids, him, them together did a wonderful job, but it's just not I don't feel like it's solely one person. I feel like CJ, of course, he's the mastermind. But again, with him, he's the mastermind, but again, he does not have the children anymore to make the content that he used to make. So everybody played a part. I'm glad my daughter is not materialistic. All she wants is, yeah, my kids, it depends on which one it is. Because the older kids, oh, I want this, I want that. And then the young kids don't care. I could buy them, like, I be buying them avias from Walmart. They're fine with those. Especially in the summertime and all they going to do is dirty their shoes up. Here, put these on. But any other time, they got on, nice stuff. I just hope she doesn't try to keep the kids until court. I don't know. Lord knows. But if she does, that's gonna hurt her. That's just gonna hurt her. Oh Lord, here they come. Watch this, y'all. Daddy. My baby is funny. Just hope she doesn't. Oh shit, I read that one. I can't even pronounce your name. Exactly. She makes. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to go up his stuff. There you go. Charlene bought him clothes to show. Yeah, I think now she's like, okay, I got a couple dollars, so now I'm gonna show y'all. You know, the people that was talking shit about her before, she like, I'm gonna show y'all. So now she feel like she gotta do things for the camera. Um, I ain't see none of these. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me go all the way. She's not going to take me out there. She's not smart enough to. Yeah, I feel like she's kept like she's trying to wear. If y'all notice, she's trying to always put on like designer, even if it's not real. She'll try to put it on just to try to look like she's keeping herself to that same standard as she was with CJ, and that's not the case. I felt like I always said if Charlene would have logged and kept it 1,000, y'all, I lost my car. I lost this. I lost that. It makes it relatable, so she would have had way more subscribers than she has now. Like, girl, what? People can relate to that. See, there's people out here that don't have that. People out here that lose that. People out here that don't have the money that they used to have. People would have related to that shit. I feel like she's just trying to keep it a certain way for CJ. Oh, it's a competition. It's always been. Um, custody when she doesn't even return the kids. What type of yeah, facts. Because a lot of the times when the court holds you in contempt, they don't do shit. Like they don't do nothing. What do they don't lock you up. I just told y'all I was reacting to the guy Cortez on TikTok. His baby mama was in contempt for a lot of the time. She never brought her kids to the drop offs. She didn't go to jail at all. Like, I don't think they're gonna do anything. So I feel like he's like, I'm not going through all of that if they're not gonna do anything. Um, oh my God, T, yes, 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 yes. My children, the teenagers, all they wear is hoodies. They like them Under Armour. What is it? What is that shit? Denim tier. Um, what the hell is the other one, y'all? Chrome Heart. Is another one. There's one more. Um, oh, Young Thug, the spider hoodies. That's the type of stuff they wear. And I mean, all year long, funky and all, hot as hell, 90-degree weather. They got on. Oh, don't let's not talk about it because it irritates me. It irritates the hell out of me. It'd be 1,000 degrees and them niggas got on hoodies. I swear to God, they got on hoodies. They got on. My son went to work and I pulled up on him and it was so hot, y'all. He had on a hoodie. He had on a book bag. He had on a hat. I said, "What the? I mean, not a hat, a hood." I said, "What the hell is going on? Are you okay? The hell?" Facts, pineapples. That's a fact. You know another place? What's that other place? Ross. That too. Charlene slow down. At the end of the day, they still family facts, but it's not even that right now. What she's doing is, she's listening to CJ. Basically like call her broke, tear her down. When they're going back and forth. So now she's like trying to, I guess, trying to prove a point. Yes, they do. They be having me hot as hell. Looking at them hot as hell. Like, what are you doing? What about the neglect on Charlene parenting? I still don't think they're gonna do nothing about that. Like, if he take it, cause the last time she had all this Exhibit A, and all that, and it didn't do anything. So I feel like if he does the same thing, they're not gonna do anything. All they're gonna do is keep it 50-50. And I'm telling y'all, that's just it. 50-50 is all they're gonna get. They're not gonna give neither one of them full custody. And I doubt if they're gonna give him I mean if they're gonna give her child support if she's getting way more money than she had before. I don't know. I just feel like it's so stupid. Just leave it as what it is. What's the purpose? You're wasting your time. Wasting time. If it's over 100, I've seen kids walking there. How do you say? Yes, that's just the I don't know. I thought it was just my kids, and then I started seeing other kids with hoodies on. I'm like, are y'all all okay? Like, what is this? We never did stuff like that. Like, if it's hot, we got on, t-shirts. We got on short sleeve. We got on shorts. No, they dressing like it's a goddamn like they're in Alaska. Shit. Oh, that's why Charlene dressed like that. And not biggest son. She's mentally a teenager. Facts. Facts. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hello. Thank you. There you go. She has the mind like she does what the kids do. So to keep like I guess she's trying to keep herself hip or whatever, she'll dress like the kids. Did Tata give her new evidence? Oh, okay. I don't know. Can't let these kids be wild in the heat. Yes, they do. She is. She's so childish. Yes, she is that. It's just like with Charlene, I don't expect her to change. Like, I be hearing new stuff. Excuse me. I be hearing new things about her. I just be like, okay. Like, that's just what it is. We already know her character. Yeah, they say Vegas heat is no joke. What age did you put your kids in kindergarten? Um, my kids started at Head Start, so they was 3 and 4. So by the time they went to kindergarten, they was 5. Yeah, 5. Because they did a year, they did 2 years in Head Start, and then they went to kindergarten at 5. Like my babies now, they start Head Start this year, and they're 2 and 3. They're about to be 3 and 4. So this is when they start, and then they'll go to kindergarten when they're 5. So I don't. That's why I said 7 is crazy. Like, huh? And all of my kids did Head Start. All of them. I was say, who the hell is this man on front? You know what's funny though? The Tata and Charlene thing. Like, damn, Tata was the main one texting Nike. Like, um, she was like, "Why you take her down there? Why you ain't called me?" Her kids are not going to his schools. Well, that's crazy. I don't understand that. It's 6 now. That's as big as it used to be 7. Damn, that's kind of late. I don't know. I think my son started first grade at 7. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was in first grade at 7 years old. Now, that's crazy. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think he was 7. Yeah, he was 7 in the first grade. That's crazy. That's kind of late. I don't know. I guess everywhere is different. I don't know. Yeah, 7 years old is crazy. I think that's so late. I think at 7 you should be in the first grade. I don't know, but different places seem like it's different, different rules or whatever. But I know here the board of education they tell you to start your kids. Usually you don't have to put your kids in Head Start, but I like to put my kids in Head Start so they can get a head start. Shit. No kids should start it. No, I think they should be in the first 7. I think that's I don't know. Listen to them. They just fight all day. Them two are. Oh shit. Mm, mm, mm. Mine's 6 in the first grade. 7 in the second. Okay. So maybe that is correct. Yeah. Because yeah, my son he went to kindergarten at 5. So yeah, 6, 7, but about to turn 7. So mine was 5 in kindergarten. He went to the first grade at 6, and then that next year he was turning 7. So yeah, that might be right. Yeah, 7. Yeah, that's not correct. I don't understand that. 7 years old supposed to be in a second. Okay, cool. Yeah. So my kids, my kids now 3, 4. So they're gonna be a head start. 5, they're going to kindergarten. 6 first. 7, yes, that's correct. Second grade 7. Yes, that's correct. My son is 4. He's going to kindergarten. He will be 5 in October. Right, that's correct. That's right. Yeah, so it's not different then. It's not different. Everywhere is the same. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. Because I'm thinking like, yeah, my all of my kids were 3 and 4 going to Head Start. They do 2 years of Head Start because that's like considered as your first year Head Start, your second year is preschool, and then you go to kindergarten. So that's correct. Wow. Mm-mm. But see, a lot of people were saying like she don't really care about school like that. And remember, she was saying how Jamie didn't take Jalea to school, but it's really on her. Like, what are you doing? Why not have them in school? What's wrong with school? I wonder if she got like some type of childhood trauma from school. I don't know. Like, what the hell? Because it's like, remember how she acted when he was trying to put him in? I think it was going to his start. That was his start when he tried to put him in his start. She was like, no. She was like, oh, he just don't want to watch him. What the hell they got to be home for? They need to be somewhere learning. You don't need to be home with grown folks minding my grown business. Yeah, but that's stupid to have your kids going straight to the first grade. What the hell would they know? I understand they learn things at home, yes, but they learn a lot of things when they go into school early. You can't teach them everything. Yeah, defiant for real. She's very difficult. That's the type of baby mama you want to stay away from. And he's sitting there bashing Nike at the time. And look who the problem is. Police. Let me see if he got another one on here because I think a lot of his stuff be on Snapchat. I had seen a clip yesterday and he was he was really cussing her out. But I didn't see it on his videos. I didn't see him at all. Let me see. Oh yeah, he do got another one. Hold up, y'all.
They went to their mom's house on that day because we had already been doing everything every day. Every day we do something, no matter what. Every day we do. I should say every day we do everything. that's the cool part about being a dad. Even if you're not recording it, it doesn't matter. It still has to be done. The kids want to have
Robin, they ain't crying, they fighting.
fun, and they know they can trust that I'm going to do it. So if they say something random like I just want to go to Applebee's, we go to Applebee's. If they say something like we want to go to John's Incredible Pizza, we go to John's Incredible Pizza. If they want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, we go to Chuck E. Cheese. They only know what they know.
Oh, you talking about the kid? I didn't skip it. Wait a minute. I thought you was talking about your internet nephews. I thought you was talking about them. I'm thinking I didn't see that.
We didn't forget to wake up.
So I'm not the only one that put boots on my goddamn baby with some shorts on because they told me I was crazy. Wow.
Bring your toys, okay? I know, but it's not my turn anymore, CJ. It's not my turn yet. It's not my turn
Can somebody explain this? What happened? I know he about to. I know he's about to explain it, but are they going with their mom right now? Is that why they're crying? Because I would be so hurt if my babies cried when they came with me like this. I would be so hurt.
Guys, it's your mom's turn, guys.
Oh, okay. It's really her turn. Okay.
Take your bag, CJ. Let me at your mom's house, dear. She will have it. She will buy it.
Oh, oh my gosh. What is going on? Oh my goodness. That's foul.
Seven days, CJ. 7 days. Huh? That's a lot? CJ, it's okay. Just 1 week, okay? What you guys had to see was the exact moment of the mediator pulling up and the kids realizing they have to go back to their mom's house. That's what that was. We decided to take them to the arcade before they went to their mom's house on that day because we had already been doing everything every day. Every day we do something, no matter what. Every day we do. I should say every day we do everything. that's the cool part about being a dad. Even if you're not recording it, it doesn't matter. It still has to be done. The kids want to have fun and they know they can trust that I'm going to do it. So if they say something random like I just want to go to Applebee's, we go to Applebee's. If they say something like we want to go to John's Incredible Pizza, we go to John's Incredible Pizza. If they want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, we go to Chuck E. Cheese. They only know what they know until we introduce them to new things and all that. So I took them to this arcade before, but it's been a long time. So I took them again, knowing that they had to go home anyway. We had ice cream, and then they saw that they was going home. I had already told them, they already know. Every day that goes by, they ask me, Dad, how many more days you got? And they want to know because they're trying to have as much fun as possible. And when they got to the last day, before it even got to the last day, on day 3, they like, come on, Dad, that don't sound like a lot. Can you just steal some more days? This is their real reaction off camera every time the days come up or how many days is left. And that is also their reaction every time they have to go home. I recorded it sometimes. Of course, you guys saw it. People said I staged it, made them do it. I don't know how you can make a kid cry because he's going to his mom's house. That's not something that's normal.
Usually, as a mom, your kids see you, they run up to you. Mom, I missed you. That's how my kids do. I could be going to the store, come back. Mom, I just told them to go with their daddy. While I react to this and they cried. So it's like, come on now, what is going on that they are crying to leave their daddy?
These kids are very smart. They're very intelligent. That's obvious. You can see it through the camera. They may not go to school or know the fundamentals of math and reading yet, but it will come to them very easily. And with saying that, I want to say that no matter how smart and intelligent and cute they are, they cannot be coached into doing something like that. That is extreme trauma that you guys are witnessing. There was a random Caucasian guy witnessing this who had already spoken to me and said, "Oh man, you must be CJ May." So he was looking at my car and admiring it. And I came outside and he saw me and my kids and he started talking to me randomly. And he actually distracted me from my kids. Lexi and Ace was helping me put my kids in the car. And then Mimi pulled up, the mediator that takes them and drops them off at the police station to their mom. Mind you, I can't even go. I don't want to go. Every time I used to go to get my kids, not only would they be so happy to see me, but they would have to witness like complete emotional stress through the actions that Royalty was setting out to happen. I know I made a video before saying that I was going to hire Nike to be my bodyguard, but I never brought Nike to a meetup ever. I never brought any threat to Royalty or her family. And she brought 6 goons, shirtless, ready to jump me, ready to just have their way with me because Royalty said, do this. And that is when I pulled out a firearm because I have a CCW. I keep saying this. You guys don't live out here in Nevada. You don't know what a CCW is, but every state has their own form of a gun license. I can personally carry my weapon anywhere I go. And if you see that video that Royalty is now trying to use in court, which is the reason we're making this video, is because I had to get my gun out of the car and put it in my back because I saw it was a real threat. And I'm like, I'm not going out like that. You're not going to touch me or my kids because they might have been there because Royalty told them to, but at the end of the day, they had to be some type of idiots to actually listen to Royalty when it came to go jump my baby daddy at the pickup of his kids. Like they had to be dumb, to actually agree to do that. So I thought that they were a threat. And no matter what, I will stand behind that. Even the police call that I made that day told me like I would have pulled out my gun and did a lot more. That's what he said. So I actually spared them because I didn't really want that on my conscience. I didn't want my kids to have to see that, but I definitely could have did a lot worse. But scripting.
I don't think she's doing anything to him. I just think that, when they're with their daddy, they're having fun. They're always having fun. Every day it's a new thing to do. He's always doing something. He's a big kid himself. So it's like, okay, when I go to daddy house, it's always fun. When I go to mommy house, it's reality. So it's just like that versus that. I'd rather stay with my dad. And that's what makes them cry because they know they got to go back to reality. Not saying that her house is bad, not saying that she's bad to them, but she's not fun. She's a mom. She's not always fun. She's out, she's trying to make her money. She might not always be there, versus when he's with them, he's there. The times that he wasn't there, she came and picked the kids up talking about, oh, they're with somebody else, blah, blah, blah. But when she goes somewhere, they're with somebody else and he don't send nobody else over there. But that's besides the point. What I'm saying is that it's reality and then it's the fun dad. So that's just what's going on, I think.
And staging my kids crying is something that I would never do. I only record it when I see it's happening because it's like, wow, they're actually freaking out. This should be documented because they don't cry when they come home to me. They do not cry when they see Mimi picking them up at the police department. They get happy, they get her phone, and they FaceTime me without even being in their seatbelts. Sometimes they FaceTime me so fast I can see Royalty's grandma in the background talking to Mimi. So they are very ecstatic to come see me. They are very angry to go see their mom, but their mom has decided to not only keep them from going to school, but she wants to take me to court for primary custody, which means she wants to take the kids away from me. She don't think that they need to be around me because I'm not stable, she claims, even though clearly you can see we're stable. My bills are always paid. My car is always paid. I also saw that was a random thing I saw. A YouTuber, I forgot his name, Screen Vlog or something like that, posted a thumbnail of a car that I actually sold. If you guys don't remember, I sold my Lamborghini Urus and I bought a Maybach from Vegas Auto Gallery. somehow this story got misconstrued and it was said that I have my car repossessed. It is to my recollection, it is to my knowledge that if your car is repossessed, that's it for you. Who's gonna give you a car after that? When Royalty got her car repossessed, she became carless. That's the normal thing that happens when your car gets repossessed. She filed for bankruptcy.
That's facts. And see, the issue is again, because Charlene really got her car repossessed, and she was saying that she lied and said it was like an accident, or now these people are out to make CJ, feel the same pain that she felt. Okay, she got her car repossessed. Now we're gonna look for things to, make you look equal to Charlene. That's what they did. That's what was going on. Okay, well, she got evicted. They would look for things like, oh, Nike got evicted. Like, no, that's not the case. Like, it's crazy. It's this is crazy.
She has to wait 7 years for it to fill up her credit, and then she can apply for some more credit to get a new car. But I am not in that situation. Never have I ever been in that situation. I don't get cars repossessed. Why would my car get repossessed when that is the easiest bill I had? Actually, it's the easiest bill I have for sure. Now, my Urus car note was $4,600 a month, not including the insurance. The insurance was $400 a month. So my Lamborghini car note was $5,000 a month. Always been paid. Never had an issue. So that was kind of weird that a YouTuber just put this false information on the internet. But I'm used to seeing clickbaited, click farming. I'm used to seeing a lot of fake stuff on the internet. We all have participated in clickbaiting, but that definitely never happened. Yeah, you guys, man, life is crazy. But one thing, I'm not crazy. Royalty must be crazy to think that taking the kids away from their dad is the appropriate thing to do. Honestly, I believe this is a cry for help. I think that Royalty is trying to lose her rights over the twins so that she doesn't have to be bothered with me. And I respect that, honestly, because instead of her just giving up her rights, she wants to be fought and she wants to be beat so that it will appear that she lost instead of gave up. That's commendable. She's basically saying that she will fight to the end, but she knows she's going to lose, which is sad because she doesn't want to be in her kid's life anymore. And that's what I'm taking from this. And I don't know how you guys see it, but I don't think the kids want her in their life as it is. And that sucks to say. I really don't want to be the father that talks down on the mother of his children. I had these kids with her. No, we didn't lay down and make them. We weren't even intimate, guys. I don't know if you knew that or not, but we had a business relationship. My relationship stopped with business when it came to Royalty. So we didn't have these kids organically. We didn't lay down together and get blessed by God. We went to the scientist and I paid them to make this happen. So all they were to Royalty was a business transaction. Her words specifically were, let's have kids. No, she didn't say that. She said, let's have a son because you will be able to make so much more money having your own son.
I told you.
He will be a superstar. And then we went into the doctor and they ambushed me and said that we needed to have twins and my strongest sperm was a girl. And they weren't wrong. Actually, like CJ is physically super strong, but Cordelia is so advanced. It's like, really, I don't know how to even word it. Like, this kid is a genius. And if she only had the proper knowledge, like school, I've been seeing a lot of get tutor comments. That sounds like something I'm definitely going to do. But if she had school and structure, then she would be way better than even now. And she's already like super advanced to me. And I haven't seen a lot of kids in my life, but like up close and personal this long. But the kids that I were used to seeing, Jalea, Nation, and Leon, they were nowhere near this advanced at 5 years old. I remember I met them when Jalea was 6, Leon was 3, and Nation was like 1. And none of them ever had the same capabilities as my kids. CJ is super different too. He gets on Fortnite, he actually gets victories. It's weird. I know that there's not as many people playing Fortnite as it used to be, but I've seen CJ get a victory. And that was like with 16 kills. So this little kid, he's special too. They both have their different advantages, but Daya is super advanced, like VR. She loves VR. She actually got my Facebook banned for 90 days. I have like 80 something days left, but it's cool. I was making money on Facebook, but I don't really care. Daya loved that game so much that she got me banned because apparently you have to be 13 years old to play. But it's a kid game. They're literally on there serving pizza. It was so funny to see her play this game. I have so many like videos in my phone of my kid being on that game. Just, hey, come here, give me some soda. It's so funny the way she talks to people. It's just like, I don't know, I'd be willing to cry. But to see that they have this emotional stress attached to them when it comes to their mother, it just lets me know that something bad is happening over there. I know they talking bad about me all day, but like depriving my kids of food, making sure they wear the same clothes every single day, not keeping their hair done while they're over there, only doing it when they're going to come to me because clearly I'm going to put them on YouTube and you guys will see. But it's just Nation and Leon and Jalea hitting on my kids, and they're literally scared to go home. I say things like, don't you miss your brother and sisters? No, they be hitting on me, Dad. It hurts. What the heck? I can't do anything about it because I'm not calling CPS. And the people that have called CPS, it really hasn't came out to be anything because nothing ever happens. So I don't even think that CPS has any authority, or they would have been taking the kids from her because she's just not fit to be a mother. She doesn't want to be a mother. She still want to be out in the streets. I stay at home 90% of the time. I see the comment of a guy saying, CJ, every time I see your videos now, you just look poor. I said, well, that's because I'm not outside, man. I'm not young anymore, bro. I'm 36. Y'all call me unk and old all the time, but then you expect me to do the young thing still. I've lived, I've learned. I'm now seeing other rappers like 42 Doug, two things like, we spent millions of dollars on designer just to see that we look better in cheap streetwear. Hello. So I've just been learning a lot. I've been changing the way that I live, but it doesn't have anything to do with my bank account or my abilities to spend money. I spend money where I want to spend money at. And most of the time it's on my kids. So yeah, I just got a big box of clothes for them that I ordered. I always get Kamari whatever she asks for. I take care of all of my kids. I've seen you guys comment bad things about Kamari too, saying she's not a good kid and she's too grown and too ghetto. But you got to understand, she's exactly how I was when I grew up. And you guys love me. You just met me when I was 26. You're meeting her because she's my kid. If it wasn't for that, if Kamari only came on the internet at the age of 18, she would be bigger than Sexy Red because no one would hate her because they wouldn't know that she grew up this way and they would just see her as an adult, which is what some of you guys think she is for some reason. I thought she was older than the 8th grade. Man, my kids got so much heat already and they not even grown yet. I just hate to see the world when they do get grown. But I don't want to go too far off topic. Royalty is the queen of all trash mothers. I'm sorry, it had to be said. She is. Her own kids don't like her. Come on, man. It shouldn't be screams like, yay, we're leaving my dad, because that doesn't make sense. But it should be some form of, okay, Dad, we'll see you next week. You know, it should be like that, like the movies. You know, when you leave your dad's house, it's like, bye, Dad, see you next week. It's not, I don't want to go to my mom's house, Dad, please save me from hell. It shouldn't be like that. And I'm not able to tell them, guys, you better cry right now and say you don't want to go to your mom's house. Action. And they're going to just play this role for 7 minutes straight. They literally have panic attacks when it's time to go home. If that isn't a sign, I don't know what you guys are watching. But, you know, sometimes people just like to troll and they understand that what I'm saying is true, but they don't want to admit it in the comment section. It's cool, though. Anyway, let's watch the video. What's happening, everybody out there watching this video? I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. We have officially done it, man. I have moved in and spent the night for the first time.
I feel like it's just a waste of time. I just feel like CPS is dropping the ball. CPS is just like that. They don't wanna take the kids away from the parents. That's just what it. People have this thing like CPS is to remove the kids from people custody, and it's not like that for everybody. Majority of the time, they don't want to take the kids away. They don't. They don't. Healthy and push the weight thing. Yeah, and then they got older siblings, so I'm sure you have to watch on the internet with some type of authority steps, and they're not going to. It's just crazy. I think that was the case. Um, I feel like her mom is always in her ear. And people be like, it's support, but it's like negative. Like, what? Charlene makes. Yeah, if he actually takes it serious and, get all his. Like, I feel like CJ just be doing the internet thing. And then when it comes to the court, it's just like, you playing around. I wouldn't be playing with his. You definitely can't get a lot of wounds. Yeah, I think that's the case. I just feel like, again, it's just like fun dad in reality. I gotta go home to my mom. It's other kids there. I'm not the center of attention. With him, he doesn't have Kamari all the time, so it's basically the twins, the twins, the twins, the twins, the twins. At home, it's other kids, so it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot. I know for a fact that it's not going to change. They all have siblings. I don't know. All of them can have it. They cried like she had the police take them from Ken House. Maybe CJ so dead not to say because mommy said not to say that. Ooh, for real? What? She didn't know it's them they had bugs. She didn't know it's them they had bugs. No sleeping, no beds. Oh my gosh. That's a form of neglect though. That's neglect. But again, they don't if they don't see anything like all of that could be a fact. They could see all of that. They're still not going to remove the kids from her because they feel like that the kids should have mommy and daddy, which is a fact. I feel like that too. That would be the best for her. I just feel like they're wasting their damn time. Honestly, well, she's wasting her time because she's the one that wants to go to court. Feel like she just want to have her life is based on the internet and what the internet has to say. The internet kind of laughed at her when she lost the other case, so it was like, oh yeah, I gotta get him back for this one. It's always like I gotta pay you back for this one. This is why I suggest Charlene get internet and get her life in order for herself and all five of her kids. Facts, I think so too. I feel like now that she feels like, okay, I'm getting a little bit of money, I might could do a little bit better in court. She wants to come back for a victory, and I don't feel like it's going to be a victory. I feel like it's going to be the same result. Like, what's going to be different? Damn, I wish I recorded them videos from CJ. Let me go to Destiny Reacts. No, but I don't think she got it either. My bad, y'all. I shut down the wrong page. I ain't done this in a while, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with me. Hold up, let me see. Oh shit, I need to bring that page back up. See what I mean? I gotta get it together. We gotta get this thing back on the road. I don't even like. I just feel like she gotta learn how to be her own woman. Like, listen to yourself. You should know what's best for yourself. All right, here we go. This is what I was talking about, y'all.
I'm a real father, and I'm not going to let my kids be
Round two. That's just what it felt like. Round two.
It's Destiny, and yes, it looks like Life is Royalty and CJ So Cool are going back to court again. Now, we all saw the whole court thing for the twins. CJ had to take Charlene to court just so he can get custody of the twins. Now they have, I think, joint custody, meaning he gets them 1 week, she gets them the next week. And nobody pays child support. But it looks like Charlene wants to change all of that. She wants custody of the twins, she wants to move to Texas, and she wants that child support. So, of course, CJ So Cool let it be known on his Snapchat. So, here's what he had to
Why does
say.
he have that filter on?
I want to say good morning, but how is it a good morning if my attorney just texts me a long message saying check my email? When I check my email, it's royalty, as usual. But what is royalty doing this time? You might think she's doing what she always does, which is put on baby oil and say subscribe to her OnlyFans. But nah, it's worse than that. Royalty
What?
is trying to double cross me. I sent paperwork to Royalty and her lawyer because I wanted my kids to go to school and Royalty didn't want them to go to school. I sent them papers saying, we're going to get them in school whether you like it or not, even if we have to go through the court. They said, all right, we'll get back to you in a couple of days. And they sent us a motion because Royalty wants me to pay her. Excuse me, sorry for laughing. Royalty wants me to pay her $6,000 a month. And she wants primary custody of my kids.
That's crazy.
And she wants to relocate them from city to Texas. So
We haven't been a big fan of school. So it actually makes sense for her to try to get back at CJ and say the twins aren't going to school. But we all have to remember that she blamed Jamie, her first ex, for the reason why Julia was a year behind in school. She said that Jamie didn't want her to go to school. And Jamie wouldn't take her. And she wanted her to be in school. So she got held back a grade. But for some reason, the twins, they shouldn't be in school. She doesn't want them in school. Sounds pretty weird to me.
and smoke weed in the rocks in front of the house. This is by far the most rude awakening I've ever had. I literally just wanted to wake up and have my last day with the twins be a positive day. But I see there's nothing positive when royalty is involved.
Okay.
All royalty had to do was allow my kids to go to school and everything would be good. But no, she decides she wants to go back to court, go to trial, and lose more money. Now remember, not only am I losing money, thousands of dollars, but so is she. What? The twins are losing money, thousands of dollars. So many opportunities, clothes, memories, activities.
Well, in my opinion, now that she has this new short, bald-headed guy that she hangs around, maybe he's paying for all of this.
It's all gone because now I have to make sure I overpay my attorney so that we don't lose my rights as a father. Now, of course, this will be easy because why would I lose my rights as a father? I've done nothing wrong. But according to Charlene, Royalty, and her lawyer, I've been pulling out at meet and greets. I've been upping the strap on them. I've tried to phone them. So, yeah, we have a huge role.
But y'all know why that's not going to work, because they no longer see each other. So they already resolved that problem. So now, for a while now, he's been sending Mimi to the drop-off. So that's not going to work because he no longer goes to the drop-offs. She's wasting her damn money.
Roller coaster ride ready for you guys.
So CJ said that Charlene is saying that she needs custody of the twins because CJ pulled out his weapon, his firearm, in front of them at the meetup spot where they would meet and exchange the children. But did she forget to tell them that she also brought 4 or 5 random men that looked like they could be gang members or something? They were literally throwing up gang signs. These are the people she decided to bring to exchange her children. I wonder if she told her lawyer that. And I guess she's also saying that CJ tried to unalive them. So I guess we have to be prepared for another court battle between Life with Royalty and CJ So Cool. And the twins are stuck in the middle.
I really do want to admit one thing. Through all the drama, I really didn't want any drama. I just like the money that comes with it. The money is very clean. Royalty, on the other hand, out there shaking that stank ass booty for whatever dollar and whatever trick she can find. I'm not the same. I'm a real parent, and it would be almost inevitably dumb for you to think that you can beat me in anything, especially when it comes to being a parent. You can't. You're not a good parent, bro.
When CJ so together, I actually did think she was a good mom. She was always cooking and cleaning. Yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, and yes, sir, and no, sir. The
Yep.
kids seemed really well behaved and they respected CJ. They even looked up to him as their own father. She really seemed like a great person. It's just crazy seeing her after the relationship broke up. Now we don't even know if her children go to school or not. The children are out here running around in the streets at night. She's over here doing OnlyFans and passes and selling pictures and videos of herself. She's getting with men who have terrible criminal records. It really is like night and day over here. And then we have CJ So Cool, who actually got to see the real person of who she really was, not just on the cameras. And he decides to have children with her. And then CJ told us that Charlene and her mom said that they were witches and he would never be out of their life. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just very interesting how what we saw on YouTube on their videos, it's not what was really going on.
Wait, what? I always feel like that's New Year's is from the other side, just expressing a different point. Are you from the other side? What? Huh? I'm confused.
Your oldest child dropped out of school, and now she's 18 with no diploma and no education. Your second to oldest child disappeared from the face of the earth. Your last child, Carnation, she's always hungry. I mean, what more can I say? And now the twins. You don't want them to go to school. You are literally proving to the world and to me that you don't even want your kids. You just want some money. So because you think that winning primary custody would grant you money from me, I'm going to take you to the lengths of the earth to make sure you never get primary anything, and you definitely won't get $1 from me. I'm not subscribing to your OnlyFans, so why would I give you $6,000 a month? You got me. You got everybody.
So Charlene wants $6,000 a month from CJ, and she wants to have more time with the children.
But if you go back when they first started court, that was always her number, $6,000. She never changed it. But then you stated that you don't want child support. It just don't make sense.
Than CJ does. And she wants to move to Texas. In my opinion, I definitely think that Charlene's mother is behind all of this. I think that Charlene is the puppet and her mother is the one holding the strings.
Yes.
She tells her what to do and then she does it. You see, Charlene was kicked out of her house when she was pregnant with Jalea. Tanya didn't want anything to do with her or Jalea. Charlene told us herself that it wasn't until after Carnation was born that Tanya actually started to come around and see her grandchildren. So in my mind, I'm thinking that if Tanya can't control what Charlene does, then she has nothing to do with her. After Charlene was done with Jamie and then decided to get with CJ because Tanya introduced them, all of a sudden Tanya and Charlene are great buddies. They're great friends. They hang out all the time. And if you also remember when CJ and Charlene broke up that one time and then Charlene went back to CJ, we didn't see Tanya around. Charlene would go over to her house sometimes, but Tanya did not go see CJ at all. So to me, Tanya is the one that's doing all of this. Since Tanya is able to control Charlene right now and tell her what.
I feel like Tanya's always been the mastermind, allegedly. Like, really. Far as the first situation, okay, go to court and, he shouldn't see his kids, so go to court. Okay, cool. He went to court. He won. Now, the touching allegations came out. I think that was her too. Now this again, I just feel like yes, that's a fact.
To do and when to do it and how to do it.
Yeah.
They're great. You see her all the time. The minute Charlene gets a mind of her own and does what she wants to do, Tanya will never be seen again. But that's just my opinion.
Because I don't think anyone wants to be in our business any longer. This shit is old. It's older than CJ on 32s. That's like no one cares about this 40-year-old energy that you keep dragging around. I love roasting you guys because it makes me feel good. But going to court is not something that I planned on doing for 2025. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make money, make my kids happy, and be a better parent every day. You are trying to be a worse parent than you were every year. Like I'm literally choking on my words. I just woke up. I didn't even drink this thing yet. What is this? I was trying to drink this coffee, man, like a regular adult. I don't even drink coffee, but apparently I need coffee because I have my fucking hands full with royalty today. Pray for me, please. More stuff we already been through, she would even try again. She knows my lawyer. She literally knows her by heart now, and she knows she don't play. Not only do she not play, she know I don't play. I got all the tea on royalty. Everything I need to be there, I already got. I don't need to go looking. I don't need to go digging. I don't need no assistance. I got everything under control.
As bad as CJ So Cool tells us Charlene is, the question is, why is he not going for full custody? Why hasn't he done it already? The woman has children lying about SA. She had Cordelia lying and saying that Kamari was touching her. This is not normal. This is not a mother who loves her children. Why would you even want...
This how it sound when your kids want to be around you as a mom and they get took it away. Listen to this. Y'all hear how they sound. Not the other way around. Bye-bye. Crazy and crazier. They playing with their phone, running from them. Kamari always had a village for young. Mention Leah Jamie. No, listen. I always felt it like how weird Charlene was with Jamie. Like she used CJ, but Jamie like she was like, oh, he wouldn't fight for us, so CJ is now the dad. I should put him on the birth certificate. Now you're doing the same thing with CJ. Like it's a game with her. It's weird. Tanya didn't come around until Carnation was born. Yeah, because she was with Jamie. She didn't like. I feel like I told y'all. I feel like Tanya don't like men. Not like that. Not saying that she's she go one way. I'm saying she just has a hate for them. She might have been through some things in her life. She don't like them. Tanya didn't know Julia and Leon. I think she said that. Um, I think she said that she didn't come around with Carnation. I think she had an issue when she had Julia because that was the first child, and I think she was young. Um, she was like that she had to get a job or whatever. But I think she stopped coming around with either Carnation or Leon. I forgot. It was one. I think it was Carnation. Tell you that. Yeah, it was Carnation. Um, Nike always had a village, so of course Kamari was always good, especially because that was her first kid. So it was just like CJ was doing what he wanted to do. So she always had her mom, her dad, sisters or whoever. She always had family around her that helped her. Um, and of course, CJ started dealing with Charlene, so they started bashing Nike, and Nike will always have to come to the internet. People calling her bitter and this, that, and the third. So really, CJ got his karma too. Like, real, CJ got it because he was right along with us, sitting in front of the camera talking about Nike. And now look who's the problem. The one that was sitting next to you all along. Nike just wanted her, her kids to be treated. I mean, her kid to be treated equal. Like, no, it's not always about them. Your kids thought you was different. Yeah, I try. Them kids are crazy. Charlene is really aggravating. She never goes away. Yes, it's like damn. I just feel like it's just like I said, it's like if you're healed, if you're happy, then you wouldn't be still centering yourself around CJ. Every time somebody want to get back at CJ, they use you and you right along with it. And she talking about she didn't get no money from CJ on 32. It was just promo. No, he would have had to pay me. It's like she don't have a business mindset. If you want to use me with this, I need some money. I'm not doing it to get back at him because that's only why she's doing it. She's doing it to get back at him. I need some money to, I gotta feed my kids. I'm not doing it to get back at him. I'm doing it to get paid. Shit, hell no. That's funny. I don't think that's me actually even listen to the other side. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I don't think she's from the other side. She don't say nothing like she's from the other side. Yeah, it do give you a headache. It's like honestly, they both act the same. So it's like, come on. Y'all gotta grow up at some point. But when it comes to him being a dad, he's a good dad. And I always say some men are good dads, but they're just shitty boyfriends or shitty husbands or shitty like that's just what it is. But you can't mix the two, and a lot of women mix the two. I don't understand it. Like they just feel like he's just an ain't shit person. The lawyers are gonna laugh. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be like an in and out thing because it's stupid. I seen it on TikTok to someone called the police and hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can go back and see whatever video she got because it wasn't that one. I don't think because he was maybe it was that one. Let me see. Let me just finish the video. Hold up. I gotta go back. No, because he had this role going on too. So it was this one. Was he taking custody of the twins, CJ? Okay, wait. CJ, let's go to show about that. Okay, let's go to this one. But when I'm talking about, he had the robe on.
Like, man, that sounds dumb as hell. Come on, CJ, you've always wanted a son. Look at how you and Leon get together and bond. I'm like, man, that do sound like a good idea, I guess. I mean, I guess I do want to see what my son would look like, how he would act, if he would be strong like me. Okay, you know what? Let's go talk about it. We go to the IVF place. I sign the papers. I pay the money. I off in the cup. I leave. I come back. They like, actually, your strongest sperm was a female. So if you do want a son, I think you should have twins, a boy and a girl. Because according to royalty, aka Charlene's medical records, she had too many miscarriages, and I don't want you to pay $40,000 and her end up having another miscarriage with your son. So she should have a girl and a boy because no matter what, the girl will make it. She's strong. I'm like, oh my God, this sounds like a setup, bro. No, I do not want twins. I do not want another daughter. I do not want 2 kids with this girl. Well, that's the only way we're going to do it because we're not going to legally let you sign that paper knowing that she might have a miscarriage and you're going to be mad at us. I was like, what the? Royalty, we need to talk. We need a meeting right now. I tried to convince her that this was the stupidest idea ever. No, her and her mom, they was on my hand. You're going to do this.
You got her that, her and her mom. I've thought this for a while now. Tanya is running Charlene. She tells her what to do. Charlene is legally an adult, but Tanya is the one in charge of her. She's the one that makes all of the decisions.
You already agreed to do it. You're going to do it. I should have said right there. I needed a lawyer. I should have said I need a lawyer because they were trying to corner me in the back for this very moment right here. They already pre-planned this. As dumb as they are, how the hell is they so smart? Literally. They like, listen, Charlene, you get that nigga to give you 2 kids, you're going to be rich for life. You can take everything. Every penny from that man. Child support. Free. You will never have to work again. Forget YouTube. Sit back and smoke all the you want, girl. That's what their thought process was telling them. And I ain't gonna lie, if I was a deadbeat, it would have worked. If I would have said, you know what, forget these kids. You can have the kids. I don't want to ever see them again. They would have been able to get paid. But I was like, hey, these are my kids. They came from me. I paid for them. I want to be in their life now. It's too late. We could have not had them and I would have been good. But we had them. So now they could.
Y'all gotta let me know what you think about the situation. What do you think about CJ Sokol and Life with Royalty going back to court for custody of the twins? What do you think about Charlene not wanting the twins to start school this year? From what CJ is saying, it is not mandatory. And do you think...
Okay, I didn't want to see that one. I wanted to see the other one because he was going in on the other one. It's funny hearing him curse because normally he wasn't cursing because he made videos for children. But it's funny now.
really shouldn't have did this.
All right,
Because now I didn't want to take her custody away, but now I have to. Now I have to be the primary custodial parent. Physically, I'm going to be 100%. That's what it has to be now. Because she wants to go to court, not me. I don't want to give my money away to the lawyers for court fees. Why? When I can go on a trip with my kids.
Hey y'all, it's Destiny, and of course, if you saw my latest video, you would know that CJ So Cool went on his Snapchat and said that him and Charlene, like with royalty, are going back to court. I guess Charlene is saying that she wants more custody of the twins, and of course, she wants that child support. So CJ So Cool had more to say about the situation, so let's get into it.
Now, one thing I gotta say, I'm absolutely mad at myself for the way that I handled things during the ending of our relationship. We were ending our relationship 2018, 2019 for sure. And I allowed her to manipulate me into paying for her to bear children. I should have just let it be, man. God said this woman is not worthy enough of being a mother. Her tubes are tied and burned out. She can no longer bear a child. And CJ So Cool was manipulated by the devil into believing that all I needed to do was pay $40,000 and we can make this all possible. Forget what God said. And that is why I'm dealing with the karma that I'm dealing with right now. So, little boys, little girls, kids, teenagers, and adults watching this video, do what God says. And every time that God says something, it doesn't mean that there's physical words being used, okay? Because we can't hear God. I don't know if you think you can, but there's no sound, all right? But God speaks through action.
Now, this is very surprising to hear. Their relationship was ending 2018, 2019, before they had the twins. Did anybody know about this?
He took her tubes because he didn't want any man on this earth to deal with what I am currently dealing with. But because I said, it is okay, I will do what you want me to do to Charlene, which is to go to IVF and pay $40,000, jack off into a cup, freeze my sperm cells, and then implant her with them. Now I am dealing with the backlash of doing what God didn't want me to do. That's exactly what I believe is happening, man. So the real karma is I gave her children. She was not supposed to have children. And now I'm stuck dealing with this roller coaster ride of a relationship with Charlene Young, AKA royalty. That's not royal at all. That's what I get. Literally, that's what I get.
Now, it does seem like CJ is taking accountability for his part in all of this. So let me know what y'all think about that. I think it's good. I think he's realizing that he chose this life and this is what he decided to do.
You're supposed to have kids the right way, the real way. And if you can't have kids, it's because it's not meant. Now, when you go to IVF, that's some scientific shit. Once you start messing with science, we already know that's magic. Because how can someone like royalty give birth with no tubes? Must be magic, right? So why the hell did I let her manipulate me into dealing with magic? And now I'm stuck going to court with a girl who can't even afford to go to court. Mind you, I don't know where she's getting this money from. Now, I know she said she making $30,000 a day on OnlyFans, but I am not a stupid idiot. I do not believe there is an imbecile on earth willing to pay her anything. But, of course, there are some of you that are fiending and thirsty for anything. But you guys are not, it's not a group of you that can actually come up with $30,000 a day or a month. She's not making the money.
I don't even think her own supporters believe she makes that much money a day.
Okay? And since she's not making the money, she's not capable of taking care of her children. She can't protect them from evil. Because y'all didn't leak my address. Y'all didn't leak my number. Royalty leaked my number actually first. So after she leaked it, I leaked it. Tata leaked it. Her bestie, the girl who she hated the most. Y'all seen the videos. Tata. You were calling Tata. Her biggest enemy was Tata. But now she's in bed with Tata. This is not someone I really want raising my kids. She's a blackmailer. She's a freaking cult leader. This girl is in a cult. She doesn't believe in Jesus. She doesn't believe in God, and she thinks that God is going to allow her to take my kids away from me and $6,000 a month. Baby, that's not how God works. God is literally putting me through test after test, and I'm passing every time. I've won every
I
time.
just feel like if I'm gonna support somebody, I'm gonna be real with them. I'm not gonna kiss that, you know what? Because I feel like, you know, they're higher than the program, like they're bigger than the program. I don't know. You're a person just like me. You're on the same level as me. I'm gonna let you know that's not cool. Don't do that. Like, what are you doing? You're crazy. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, girl, you doing it big, girl. No, absolutely not. Go sit your ass down. How about that?
Test because God Himself has allowed me to win these tests.
I would really love to know what cult Charlene is a part of. I believe knowing the name will help everybody understand why she is the way she is today.
Innocent men go to jail all the time. Good fathers lose their rights every day. But see, this cool is still here, fighting the same good fight and winning every battle. I'm unscratched and unfazed. Unlike you, Charlene, when you were getting your head busted by my other baby mama, Nike.
I wish he
Unlike
like
your mom, who got her jaw broken by Lexi.
listen. Nike be minding her business, and when he puts her in stuff, it makes other people bring her name up. Stop bringing that girl up, please. That woman up. She is minding her business. Damn.
I mean, I'm literally unscratched and unfazed in every way. Even when I got shot, you know what Roger told me, right? Oh, the next bullets, they not gonna miss. They aiming straight at your head. Royalty wanted me to die. But since I didn't die, she didn't get the child support, which was gonna come in the form of a freaking life insurance policy. Now that I've removed her name from the life insurance policy, she just want to take me to court for child support. It's a revolving circle. The girl just want money. Why does she want money so bad? Well, she doesn't even know what to do with money.
I think that she realized that she couldn't do this on her own. She can't take care of all those children. She can't take care of herself. She can't keep a stable home for them. She's just not able to do it. So she's going to try any way she can to get money from CJ. Not only him, get money from a married man, get money from Rico probably. She's doing anything she can to get money.
I don't know why I string y'all do this. Hold up, y'all. Nike is done with Charlene. She's not. No, she like it's to the point. Everybody sees Charlene for what she is, and it's just like, what is the purpose of going back and forth? Because what are you going to get out of that? Nothing. Nothing. They are dirty. CJ said they always were. She just lives like back in the day when I used to watch her. I used to love that content when she would be cooking. She would be, doing mom stuff that is relatable. When it's relatable, people like it. I can't relate to you just trying to search out things to be bitter or you're trying to get back at your baby daddy. So you're just doing this, you're doing that. I can't relate to that. So it's just like, I feel like Nike got what she wanted out of it, and that was she wanted to beat Charlene. Y'all know what? I'm trying to slow down on the curse. I haven't said a little bit too many curse words on here now. But yeah, she wanted to beat Charlene up, and she did that. So it's just like it's over with. What more can I do to you? Because I'm not going to jail behind you, So what more can I do to you? Nothing. So it's just like leave her alone, leave her out of it. Let her, do her thing. She's doing her thing. She's going to school. She's, working. She's taking care of the kids. She's doing what she got to do. She don't want to be involved in this. Clearly. Damn, every time I press the button, I mute myself anyway. But yeah, I don't think Nike should be included on anything. And that's why they started fighting in the the beginning, because he always puts Nike name and stuff, which makes Charlene say something. Then Nike said something to Charlene, and then they out in the streets fighting. Like, no, let's just stop that. But I do know that they do not like Lexi. They don't like Lexi at all. They have this hate for Lexi. That goes for Tata too. Tata got a hate for Lexi as well. Yeah, I used to like Charlene. And then it's not like I don't like her. I just dislike her ways. I don't know her, so I can't say I don't like this person. I just dislike her ways and the immaturity and stuff like that. I don't like that. CJ always bought Nike up. He still does. He does to this day, and I wish he would stop. It's so annoying. He doesn't. He keep bringing up Charlene too. It's just like, stop. I know he do it for content, but find some other content other than your baby mama. Stop bringing them up. It's annoying. I feel like CJ has some type of feelings for Nike. CJ has feelings for everyone. It's just like, please. It ain't just Nike. He got feelings for everybody. The sidewalk in front of his house, he got feelings for. It was just like, come on. Nike ain't paying CJ no mind. It's nonsense. But one thing about it is CJ is a good dad. So it's just like, all that other stuff. All right, leave that for the birds. CJ is a horrible boyfriend. CJ is horrible when it comes to women in general, but he's a good dad. So it's like you got to separate the two. Charlene want to put it all in one. She only did all of that because CJ was trying to show and tell her to pick up her camera. Yeah, he was. He was like pushing the issue, like, "Hey, do something." And I feel like she wanted for CJ to take care of her. It's better to be a team. Like, "Hey, I do this over here, you do that over here. We're gonna bring it together." That's how it's supposed to be. You could take care of the bulk of the bills, but I want to take care of something. That's how it's supposed to be. Y'all, let me get up off of here because this little baby keeps on screaming. I will be back, not today, but in general, we will be going live about, stuff that's going on with CJ now. Tag me in, coach. I'm back in the game. So we gotta keep it going, y'all. So, cause again, we out this thing. Let me get up off here, get my baby, cause I don't know why he keep crying.